In the impalpable field of secret self, this little outer being's vast support parted from vision by Earth's solid fence. He came into a magic crystal air and found a life that lived not by the flesh, a light that made visible immaterial things, a fine degree in wonders hierarchy, the kingdom of subtle matters, fairy craft, outlined against a sky of vivid hues, leaping out of a splendor, trance and haze, the wizard revelation of its front. A world of lovelier forms lies near to ours, where, undisguised by art's deforming sight, all shapes are beautiful and all things true. In that lucent ambience, mystically clear, the eyes were doors to a celestial sense. Hearing was music, and the touch a charm, and the heart drew a deeper breath of power. There dwell Earth Nature's shining origins, the perfect plans on which she molds her works, the distant outcomes of a travailing force, repose in a framework of established fate. Attempted vainly now or won in vain, already you are mapped and scheduled there the time and figure of our future sovereignties in the sumptuous lineaments traced by desire. The golden issue of mind's labyrinth plots, the riches unfound or still uncaught by our lives, unsullied by the attaint of mortal thought, abide in that pellucid atmosphere. Our vague beginnings are overtaken there. Our middle terms, sketched out in prescient lines, our finished ends, anticipated live. This brilliant roof of our descending plane, intercepting the free boon of heaven's air, admits small inrushes of a mighty breath, or fragment circuits through gold lattices. It shields our ceiling of terrestrial mind from deathless suns and the streaming of God's rain. Yet canalizes a strange iridescent glow, and bright dews drip from the immortal sky, a passage for the powers that move our days. Occult behind this grosser nature's walls, a gossamer marriage hall of mind with form is hidden by a tapestry of dreams. Heaven's meanings steal through it, as through a veil. Its inner sight sustains this outer scene, a finer consciousness with happier lines. It is a tact our touch cannot attain, a purity of sense we never feel. Its intercession with the eternal ray inspires our transient heart's brief-lived attempts at beauty and the perfect shape of things. In rooms of the young divinity of power and early play of the eternal child, the embodiments of his outwinging thoughts, laved in a bright, everlasting wonder's tints, and lulled by whispers of that lucid air, take dream-hued rest like birds on timeless trees. Before the dive to float on earth-time's sea, all that hears seems as lovelier semblance there. Whatever our hearts conceive, our heads create. Some high, original beauty forfeiting, thence exiled, here conscious to an earthly tinge. Whatever is here of visible charm and grace finds there its faultless and immortal lines. All that is beautiful here is there divine. Figures are there, undreamed by mortal mind. Bodies that have no earthly counterpart traverse the inner eye's illumined trance and ravish the heart with their celestial tread, persuading heaven to inhabit that wonder sphere. The future's marvels wander in its gulf. Things old and new are fashioned in those depths. A carnival of beauty crowds the heights in that magic kingdom of ideal sight. In its antechambers of splendid privacy, matter and soul in conscious union meet like lovers in a lonely, secret place. In the clasp of a passion, not yet unfortunate, they join their strength and sweetness and delight, and mingling make the high and low worlds one. Intruder from the formless infinite, daring to break into the inconscious reign, the spirits leave towards body touches ground, as yet unwrapped in earthly lineaments. Already it was outlasting death and birth, convincing the abyss by heavenly form. a covering of its immortality, alive to the luster of the wearer's rank, fit to endure the rub of change and time. A tissue mixed of the soul's radiant light and matter's substance of sign-burdened force, imagined vainly in our mind's thin air, an abstract phantasm, mold of mental make. It feels what earthly bodies cannot feel, and is more real than this grossest frame.